Hi everyone. It's been a minute. Sorry, it's been a minute. I had midterms, and
Yeah.
we gotta get our degrees before we can entertain the masses. So.
You know, I thought midterms were like, I thought it referred to your semester exams, but apparently not. So,
Wait, are they not? Oh, I mean
um,
like semester exams, as in like.
because there's like a midterm, like the middle of the semester. There are
Oh
those
yeah,
exams, and
yeah.
then there's like semester exams, but they're not really called semester exams.
No,
They're
they're
just
just
all
finals.
finals.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yep.
Anyway, if you haven't seen our Instagram story recently, uh, you may or may not know what our episode is about today. Okay, wait, we didn't even do the introduction to the podcast, so whatever. We're gonna go out of
I
order.
didn't think of that. I was just trying to figure out when to come in. You were like, wait, intro. And then I was like, we have an intro.
Yeah, okay. I guess I'll do it since I have it. But,
Cool, okay.
Hi, everyone. We're back. This is Chelsea and Sonica. Welcome to Armbridge Podcast, where we dismantle the system like the revolutionaries we are, one podcast episode at a time. It is March 16th, and last week we had an episode that will be out eventually.
Well, the end of it will be out.
Yeah.
The rest of it was just too gross to put on the internet.
Yeah.
The topic was good, the idea was good, the execution was terrible, so you didn't miss anything, don't worry.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
we filmed at like a later time than usual, and it was a weekday, so I guess the vibes were kind of off. Yeah, so that's why.
Yeah.
But
It's all good. We're here now, and we're here to talk about the Grammys. Woo! That was so anticlimactic. You're like halfway through drum rolling, and I'm like, Grammys!
Right! That thing that happens every year.
Yeah. So, we'll start on a happier note, because obviously, I mean, there were a lot of really good performances, and it would be crusty of us to discount those and get straight into our beef with the Grammys. But, bro, this is gonna like come around to me one day when I have like a stable music career and I have the potential to get nominated for the Grammys. The Recording Academy is gonna see this one episode and be like, this you? I'm gonna be like, no, who's she?
No.
No. But anyways, so we thought we'd start off just talking about the performances because they were amazing. I was so impressed. I was so happy with them. And then we'll get on to our criticisms toward the end. Yeah.
Not roasts, criticism. Constructive.
Criticisms.
Criticism. Okay.
Yes.
So, at least I started tuning in kind of late, but at the very beginning, was there anything that like you noticed or that you saw that was pretty good? Because I know Harry Styles, Billie Eilish, and Haim performed at the beginning.
Yeah.
So.
They were all good. I don't know. I don't have anything super extraordinary to say. They did a really good job performing. It's really hard to like keep up the energy without like a live audience, and I could kind of sense that from the beginning itself, where it's like they are giving it all, and if there was an audience, it would be really hype. But it was just, I don't know, something was missing, and it was the people, you know? But they did a great job. The sets were really cool. Harry Styles' fashion is friggin' killer. Like, come on now.
Like, I saw this article somewhere that it was like the worst dressed at the Grammys. And why? Who put Harry Styles in the worst dressed category? Are we kidding?
He's just vibing. Give it to him.
Yeah, just give it to him. Anyway.
Just give it to him. Anyways. So they did well. I don't know. I didn't have anything in particular to say about their performances, but I enjoyed them. Okay, Black Pumas. Hi. Hello. I had never heard of them before, and then I saw their performance. Dude, their stage presence is no joke. Vocals, like, amazing. Stage presence, there. The set was super cool. Like, I was impressed. Like, I need to look more into them. I need to listen to their album now because I hadn't heard of them before, but their performance, like, blew me away. I was super surprised. So.
Same. Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Way. I think, like, throughout, even though the song, like, I hadn't heard it before, I was already singing along to the chorus by the end.
Yeah, it's just like, all right.
I was just that immersed in it, and it was, like, it was easy to memorize, not in a bad way, but in a way that, like, you would, like, because there. Yeah, like, I mean, there's this, like...
Wait, I need to get the door. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm
stall.
alone. My parents are... I'll be back.
Okay. Anyway, like, you guys know sea shanties? Like, how with sea shanties, they're super easy to, like, repeat over and over again. And it gives you so much joy. That's the same joy I felt while listening to Colors by Black Pumas. Like, I was able to go over that again and again throughout the performance. And I listened to the song again when I think yesterday, the day after the Grammys, and it held up. It's just so good. Yeah.
I still need to listen to it again, but I will for sure. Because I was impressed.
Okay.
Cool.
See.
All right.
Okay.
Next performance.
I'm not a fan of DaBaby or anything, but
But hello.
His background, like the background people during his performance they were popping off.
I know. Oh my goodness. I was impressed. I didn't really. Oh my god. Why is there? Everything's getting in the way today. There's a giant bug on the wall in front of me.
Oh, actually, before we filmed the podcast, I killed a mosquito in my bathroom, so.
Oh no.
I get the vibe.
Me and this bug, we're gonna coexist. I'm not gonna kill it. Oh god. Okay. I guess I have a roommate now. Anyways, sorry. No, I was super impressed by their because it was both DaBaby and Roddy Ricch, right?
Mm-hmm.
I hope I'm saying these names right. Otherwise, someone's gonna like come after me in the comments like this noob. But anyways, it was so. Okay, first of all, I am in love with the violinist. You know the girl with like the long ponytail, and she was wearing like the mini skirt, and she was just killing it on the violin. Oh my god, I'm in love with her. Like she popped on the screen, and I was just like, "Who are you?"
Sis was killing it. She was going off.
She was amazing. Oh my god, I was so. Go her.
Top tier.
That reminded me, what's her name? Lindsay Sterling. Mm-hmm. She gave me major Lindsay Sterling vibes. She was like dancing and playing the violin and just being super cool all at the same. It was amazing. The violinist stole the show. I love her.
Yeah.
But other than that, like the orchestra and like, it was so like dramatic and like big, if that makes sense. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That was another performance that I didn't really think about before the Grammys, but I still remember it because I was like, that was really cool. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's great. And then, I don't know, I'm just in general, like with that stage, I call it stage like it's a K-pop performance. But like that stage and all the other ones, like despite having such a small set, they created such extravagant like backdrops and everything. Like everything was planned so well, and everything had a purpose to be there. It wasn't just like there to be distracting or whatever. Like it was a conscious decision, which is so great, I guess, to make up for the lack of stage presence, because I would assume like normally with the Grammys when I've like watched clips of it afterward, it's just like a stage, there's nothing going on, but it's because there's an audience that they don't have to put a lot of stuff. But I think they made up for it really well.
For sure. That and like I need to go back and listen to it, but in my notes I said the end.
Oh.
I really like the end. I remember I got like chills and I was like, whoa.
Do you know where it stopped recording? We can just start over.
Oh no, it literally just stopped recording. So I got it back up. You stop interfering with things. Jeez, okay.
But did it like go through? Okay.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well, anyways. Jeez, everything's giving me a problem today. Anyways.
Speaking of sets though, like Bad Bunny's set, what the heck?
That was really cool.
It was an eye. it was an eye. Like, oh, it was so cool.
It was really cool. And like I love the colors. I don't know. I just really like when pink and blue. There's like pink and blue color. There is no substance to that comment, but I love pink and blue as like colors together. So I thought that was nice. Also, let's see. Dude, Bad Bunny's entire album was like the soundtrack to my entire January, so this was good. I was happy.
I'm gonna start listening to more people now because, like, after seeing them perform live, it's like, imagine their actual music though.
Yeah,
exactly. It's gonna go off.
Exactly. So that was cool.
Fantastic work.
Who else?
Let's see.
And then after
Dua Lipa.
She.
Oh my
Okay, so I don't watch a whole lot of Dua Lipa's performances. So I didn't have any expectations for her. But first of all, her voice is so stable and strong, even live. Like, I was really impressed with that. The outfit changes. Oh my goodness. She did 3 whole outfit changes. Her stage presence was so good. Oh my god. I was just like, whoa. I was floored.
Future Nostalgia 2 has been on repeat for me since like last year.
Dude,
I guess in the same way that Bad Bunny's album was your thing in January, like the past, or I think like during the latter half of last semester, like, and it's so good, I guess, in a sense, like that pop music can be good because sometimes I would like disregard the, I guess, artistry of pop music because it was just so in some ways manufactured, and I just kind of dissociated from that. But like Future Nostalgia is like the perfect way to like combine these two things because it has like the polishing of like modern sound engineering and whatnot, but it still retains like, again, like some kind of nostalgia, like you've heard these songs in the past before.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's great.
So it's a good balance between the two. Also, it's just catchy. Like, shoot, the songs, every single one, are great. And her performance did justice to her song as well as her songs as well. So.
Like, how she had a whole freaking, like, short film. There was a storyline. There was, like, a different outfit for each scenario.
Dude, for real, yeah.
Oh my god. I was already floored by her first outfit, and then she changed it 2 more times.
And I was like, what?
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, next.
Okay, I'm going down the list here, and
Me too.
This isn't like a performance-related thing, but it just says Megan winning a Grammy almost made me want to cry. I love her so much.
Dude, for real. No, she got 3, right? Was it Best Rap Album? That was one of them. And then there was one pre-show, and I think that's the one I'm missing. But she also got Best New Artist, and then
I think it was
forget this
Rap
already?
Performance.
Megan oh my god.
I think it was Rap Performance, Rap Song, and then Best New Artist.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so New Artist, Rap Song, and then Rap Performance. Cool. All right. Dude, y'all, oh my god. I was so happy because, fellow Houstonians, you know? Oh, it makes me so happy. And then, like, both times she won, she was, like, in the presence of, like, another Houstonian. So it was first Lizzo who was presenting the award. And then Beyonce, freaking Beyonce. Beyonce! And then Beyonce also broke a record that night, that night. First she was tied as the most, as the woman with the most Grammys, right? Or was it most ever? Oh god.
Yeah, I think it was that at first. I think she had it and then she broke it because she won another one.
Yeah, she had it whenever she won with Megan Thee Stallion, and then she broke it with which category? Oh no. My memory is failing me.
I don't know, I feel like it had... Yeah, I didn't write down the categories for like any of them.
Music video, and then there was also one other one, rap song and rap performance and R&B performance. Okay, so 4.
Oh, okay.
So the last one that was presented, that's the one she broke the record for. That was cool. Yeah, Houston girlies were holding it up that entire night. It was great.
Like, I saw it with my own eyes. I witnessed history.
Yeah.
Like, live on TV. I don't know, it's just, like, she's also just such a humble, or at least Megan Thee Stallion is such, like, a humble celebrity. And she deserves it so much because it's, like seeing her grow in, like, the past year.
Oh, she
being
had
a fan for the
amazing
past while, it's like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
It's so impressive.
Yeah. Oh, it's great to see that happen. I only became a fan this year, but I know how good it feels when you've been a fan of an artist for like a really long time, and they suddenly like skyrocket. It's just like, you go, you deserve this. Yeah. Oh man. So I'm super happy for it. This year was unbeatable for Megan. Like she had the best year for any artist. Like, dude, oh my god, she was on
hit
fire.
after hit.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I was like next to my mom because my mom just joined me like halfway, and I was like trying to contain my emotion. She was like, "Do you know this person on the TV?" And I was like, "Yes, I know her."
No, same here. My parents are like, "Who's that? Who's that? Who's that?" I'm like, "She's from Houston. That's Megan Thee Stallion."
Megan
They're like, "Okay."
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I love her for that.
Super happy for her.
That wasn't performance related. That was just us again.
Having a moment.
Just absolutely losing it over
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
That seems to be a theme on this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a theme on this podcast.
Okay. Ooh, this next one.
Silk Sonic.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Where to start?
Where to start? First of all, like, as someone who is Filipino, it's huge seeing Bruno Mars, like, anywhere. He's, like, I was, like, telling you this, we were texting about it, and he's basically the poster child for famous Filipinos. So he's, like, adored and beloved by, like, every Filipino person I've ever met. And, so just seeing him, like, I guess perform at the Grammys with a song that I really like, it means a lot to me. And the song is just really good. Like,
it was. Oh my goodness. Their vocals were so good. Like, there's just so many things I have to like revisit if I actually want to comment on it in depth. But his belting voice, Bruno Mars, for both of them actually, their belting voices are phenomenal. Bruno Mars's falsetto. Oh my god, I got like goosebumps when he hit the falsetto. Wow. There's so many other like little things that I could comment on if I like watch the performance and like really dissect it again, but it's just like his vocal ability is unmatched. Oh man. Yeah.
So good. Like, I think there were a lot of comments too with this song, like production as well. Like there are so many instruments. Like I saw the music video first and I looked at, like in the description they usually credit like people who produced it and stuff. There's apparently a violin in there somewhere that I just didn't know. There are like 3 guitars. Yeah, there's just so much care being put into it. And it's kind of like with Dua Lipa, right? Like it has this nostalgia to it, but it's also, and a lot of people are like, wow, I feel like I've listened to this before when I was younger or whatever. And it's just so great to see. Like, I think they're dropping an album. I don't think I can handle the album.
Oh my god, for real, yeah.
Oh Christ, it's so good.
Oh man, we might just do a song review episode later down the line. Who knows?
Who knows? We shall see.
But yeah. Okay, so there was this section of the Grammys where they like paid like tribute to all those who like passed away, right? Wait, is that later? Or is that now? No, I think that's later. But it's okay. We'll just talk about it when we get to it because I thought this note was about that, but no. This is what it was. So having the like venue managers and like owners for like private concert venues, having them present the awards, I thought that was super nice. I really liked that because it's like that industry has suffered so much because of COVID. I know I've talked about my BTS concert getting canceled so many times in the past year. And I was super salty about that. But, like, I can't even imagine how, like, people whose livelihood depends on concerts are feeling, because it's just like you don't know when it's going to happen again, especially because concert venues have so many people in one place at once. So I just thought it was a nice gesture to like have them present some of the awards and then just like bring awareness to the fact that, you know, these businesses are struggling, so you know, they need the support. So
yeah,
like, that was my little aside.
No, I get that too. I think it was really nice to see. And also, like,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully when stuff opens back up, people will visit these places, or at least
Mm-hmm.
learn not to take them so much for granted. Like, I definitely want to see what I can do about that, like when I go to college and even maybe over the summer.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess my aside is that with this, like, there were some really high points of the Grammys, and there were some really low points. So, very divided. We'll get to that. But, okay. My next person on my notes is Taylor Swift. But I think you have more to say about that than I do.
You guys, that was hands down my favorite performance of the night. Like, I don't know, she's just such a like seasoned performer at this point. Like, she knows what she's doing on stage, and she seems comfortable up there. You know how like with newer artists, it's like you can kind of tell there's still some like nerves, or they're still trying to like figure out what we're like. She knows what she's doing. Taylor knows what she's doing, and it was so evident in this performance. Like, within the first line itself, I got literal goosebumps just like running down my spine. I was like, wow. I don't even know, like, I can't, again, my commentary is going to be so incoherent, but from the first line itself, like, she had a strong entrance, her voice was beautiful. First of all, her lower register is so pretty. Like, I don't think it really got much spotlight until Folklore and Evermore, but, oh my, girlie can hit the low notes. And, oh, wow. So anyways, I like, throughout the entire performance, I just had goosebumps, like, the whole time. It was like chills, 5 seconds, chills, 5 more seconds, chills. I was blown away by her performance. And also I really like just like the simplicity of it. Like, the set obviously was super extravagant, it was beautiful, but performance wise it was just her, Aaron Dessner, and oh no, me and names, this is bad, Jack Antonoff. Right? Yes.
I guess.
Okay. We're gonna edit that out because that's embarrassing. Okay, so Taylor Swift, Aaron Dessner, and Jack Antonoff. It was just the three of them on stage. Not like, there was no like backup dancers or like, you know, like super like fancy changing sets. It was just, I really appreciated like the simultaneous effort and simplicity of the performance. Like, she was just up there having a good time. She knew what she was doing. She was a phenomenal singer. Like, I don't know. It was just like the perfect balance of everything for me, which I loved. And then also I thought the song choices were great as well. It was Cardigan, Willow, and August, and all three are amazing. So I love her.
It really took me back, like, because I didn't like as much of her pop stuff as I did her really early music. Because I'm, like, becoming a fan of country ballads. I love me a good country ballad. And that's the kind of music she used to make before, which I liked better. So, like, seeing this was, like, it seemed like it was more her. I guess that sounds so corny. But part of her, like, her switch to pop music was kind of sudden and weird for me. Like, I don't know. It wasn't not her music, right? Obviously it was. And she writes her own songs. But, like, hearing a lot now about how she basically emancipated herself from her record label, and how she like literally recorded an entire cover. Was it an album or just the song?
Which one?
Like, did she do a cover album or a song? Because I know she redid Love Story.
Yeah, so she's re-recording all of her older albums that she doesn't own currently.
Oh, right.
And so...
Yeah, and so, like, part of me is thinking, like, was that switch to music, like, a decision she made, or... Because, like, seeing her performance made me think that this is what she really wants to do.
Yeah, she looked genuinely happy up there, which made me so, like, warm.
Also, this is just a side thing, but every time she came onto the screen, my mom and I would just be like, wow, her dress is so pretty, and then we would just stop.
She looked like a whole flower garden. I loved her.
Like, pop off, ma'am.
Her-
Like,
Yeah. Beautiful. Also, her stage outfit. I love the gold, like, caught the light so
Yes.
beautifully. God, I could talk about that performance forever if I could.
so good. So-
Yes.
Like many of the other performances we saw, they were all very good.
Yes. Okay, so next on my notes, I have Harry Styles winning Best Pop Solo. I think he deserves it. He deserved it. Watermelon Sugar was the summer song. So.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his boa. We love him for that. I will defend him. I will defend his
He'll
outfit.
defend that boa till my dying breath.
Yes. Okay. Let's see.
All right.
Now I have a
This is the
tribute.
section with the tributes. Yeah, so I didn't take a whole lot of notes for this section because I thought it was just like, let's just listen with respect, you know? So I don't have a whole lot written. If you have any notes on it, you can go ahead and talk about it, but I think I'll just be like...
Honestly, I didn't have a lot because this section of the Grammys and the succeeding one, I didn't have much to say because I'm not that well seasoned in, I guess, like, music of those genres and and of that time period. I'm like
I was
slowly.
listening to Indian classical music in my early childhood, so...
Oh. Oh well. But I thought it was nice, and I think it was really cool to highlight. They also did after this, like, they highlighted women in country music, which I thought was cool.
Mm-hmm.
I liked that too.
Yeah.
Again, country
Same here.
ballads. Country ballads.
They provided.
Yes, they provided me with country ballads. Okay.
Yes.
And then it's kind of whiplash from there. Wait, no, it wasn't. Oh, my notes are just in all caps, and it just says Megan won another Grammy, which we talked about.
Yes, wait, before that though, I had mentioned, so Anderson .Paak won Best Melodic Performance. I need to listen, because I've, like, heard of him before, but
Yeah.
not enough so that I could, like, form an opinion. But, again, if I listen to it, it might land into a, like, song review episode in the future, so we'll see, but good for him. And then Song of the Year, I think it was Song of the Year, I Can't Breathe by her. Oh, I love her music so much. So I was overjoyed when I found out she won Song of the Year. She really, 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 truly deserves this.
And, like, she makes... I don't know, her music is just... Like, she likes what she's doing, I guess. Like, I feel like none of her stuff is manufactured in a way. It's just so, like, genuine, and I love her for that. We love her.
Yes.
No,
for sure.
Yes.
Also her voice. If there's someone whose vocal cords I could steal, like, if I could steal vocal cords, she would be on the list. I want her
Give them
voice.
to me.
Oh, right. Now, in all caps lock, Megan!
Man, okay. Like, this was her night.
It was.
Uncontested. We love her for that. It's, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. It was just her night. Who are the Grammys?
There's not a single coherent sentence in my notes either, so... Just a lot of screaming in caps lock.
Yeah. Some emojis here and there.
But, yeah. Oh, man.
Okay.
So, first of all, I love the jazz instrumental situation behind, like, all of her songs. And I love the whole, like, vibe of the performance. There was, like, gold and it was super sparkling. Okay, she was sparkling the whole way through. She was sparkling.
Oh my god.
It's great.
There was another outfit change. She did an outfit change as well when she performed.
She did a Yeah. I still don't know how that one worked. I was, like, rewatching it and I was just like, wait.
How did
that...
How
did you do that?
Yeah, because she performed Body, and then that was the really cool jazz gold one. And Cardi B performed Up. That was really good. And then they both performed WAP together, which was, also not me having like memorized WAP, but they played the clean version on TV.
You're like next to your mom, just like,
yeah, top. I think my mom.
I don't know the words to this.
My mom was gone for a minute, then she came back, but she didn't.
Oh, okay.
So I was able to watch it.
That was your minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, it was great.
First,
I loved all the guests that were in that performance. Like, there were so many people. They did a great job. I'm looking through my notes. There is nothing coherent here that I can like actually use, but enjoyed. Yeah. Oh, the tap dancers. Tap dancers. How did we forget to mention the tap dancers? They were so cool.
Yeah, they were tap dancers.
I love when they have like I love when artists have like performances and then they like showcase different people. So like again, the violinists, the tap dancers, the like ladies in the choir. Like I love when artists do that and they're just like, look, this is a cool art, but this is another cool art. Look at them go.
Yeah. Anyway,
so
speaking of like, I guess the set and the people involved, Post Malone's background people for his performance were, I was like entranced yet a little bit scared. I didn't know what the vibe was. I don't know what kind of vibe I was getting from that. It was good though, he did really well, but I was just good. Like, what is going on here?
Yeah, it was good stuff. All right. Oh, this is the point where Megan won Best Rap.
As she should. She should.
So in all caps it says, Megan Thee Stallion, let's go!
This is just, yeah. And then...
Just a lot of screaming going on in my notes. I'm really trying to decipher these, but there's nothing coherent. Yeah. But,
Next,
Oh, I think this was the point where my dad was like, who's she? And I go, that's Megan Thee Stallion, she's from Houston. And so I quoted, go Megan, go, Dad.
Love him for that.
Yes.
Next on my notes I have Doja Cat.
Okay, wait, I had Post Malone first.
Yeah.
Oh, you were talking about Post Malone for a second. Yeah, okay, so I guess now is when I would give my little input on that. Okay, first of all, I want his leather jacket. That was a cool leather coat. Yeah. Second, his voice has improved so much since I last saw him like perform live. I think the last like live performance I watched by him was, I think, Billboards? I don't know if it was last year or 2 years ago, but either way, his voice has improved so much live since I last like saw him perform live. And so I enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
Solid.
Also, we love improvement.
His voice is also really... Actually, before... His voice is really nice, but I think another, aside from my mom, like, the thing about my mom is that I wouldn't say, like, she's kind of... I just wouldn't expect her to say this, but she was like, he has very nice face tattoos, and I was like, oh, interesting.
Yes!
And then we had a discussion about whether or not we should get tattoos, because my mom wants to get one, which is cool.
Ooh, how'd that go?
I don't think I'd do it until school's over, but, like, something to think about.
It's a possibility.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. I didn't get to watch Lil Baby's performance because I had to go to the bathroom, but...
It was a lot like This Is America, like a lot of live scenes happening, like, walking through. I think there were a lot of statements about like the recent protests and police brutality, and I think there were even some like spoken word artists. I'm not sure who they were. I apologize, but they kind of made speeches throughout the performance, so I thought it was really good. And I don't know where it was, like in a parking lot. I was like, where did you guys film this? Anyway, it was cool.
Whoa. Okay, I'll watch that. Nice.
Okay.
All right, now I have Beyonce for R&B and most Grammys ever. All right. Wait, is it most Grammys ever? Is it like, okay, what record?
I think it's
Beyonce break Grammys. I love Google. Thank you, Google. At Sunday night's Grammy Awards, Beyonce officially broke the record for most Grammy wins by a female artist or by any singer. When she took home her 28th Grammy for Best R&B Performance for her song Black Parade. All right, go Beyonce.
As she should.
As she should. Yes.
Wow. Like, she's just a cultural staple. Like, you can't have the 2000s, any 2000s without Beyonce. So.
Without Beyonce. She was the 2000s.
She is. She is everything.
She still is. Yes. She is the music industry. All right. I would also steal her vocal cords.
I love her for that.
I love her. All right. Now we have Miss Doja Cat. Oh, this is the point where I started saying, I don't like how y'all are baiting us with BTS's performance, keeping us waiting for, but we'll get to that in a second. Okay, for now, Miss Doja Cat. Okay, so the sci-fi concept was so cool. I knew she would have a creative, like, concept for her performance, because she's great. She's super creative with her performances and her makeup and her fashion. Like, she's super creative in general, just like as a person from what I've seen by her. So I thought it was very her, but I also thought that the sci-fi concept was just so cool.
It was, yeah. I think she posted a picture of herself, like, in the full outfit. I didn't know it was, like, full latex. I was like, how did you do that? That's insane.
Yeah, I noticed about halfway through the performance, it was entirely latex. I was like, girl, how did you get in that?
Congrats for that. That's, like, a whole other award.
That deserves a trophy in itself. I got into a latex suit. All right. Yeah. Oh, okay, so two things. One, the dance break. I thought that was really cool. Mm-hmm. And then also the ad-libs at the end. I wasn't expecting ad-libs, but she provided ad-libs. So I thought that was really cool. Mm-hmm. It was just a bunch of, like, little extra things like that I don't know. I really enjoyed her performance. I thought it was super cool. I thought it was super unique.
Yeah.
So.
And she's managed to, like, keep her songs from, like, Hot Pink came out quite a while ago, but she still managed to, like, keep everything super relevant. I think the video for Streets came out recently. And that song was released a little over a year ago, so good for her.
Yeah. She's on fire.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, now I start really cursing out the Recording Academy for keeping us waiting for Dynamite. Oh man, I'm looking through my notes. Oh yeah, so y'all are musty as heck for making me wait this long for BTS. Then I have some more notes. Then I start cursing. It's like in all caps. We'll get to that in a second though. We're still not there.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay, so first we have Album of the Year. Folklore!
Yes!
Woo!
We love her.
Again, this is just super happy because so someone on Twitter mentioned that this is the first time she's won a Grammy for an album that she actually owns, which I can't imagine how she must be feeling. Like, that would be such a proud moment for me. It's like, this is mine. Like, obviously all the other songs she still wrote, she still, like, was heavily involved in the process of making them, but just, like, having the rights to it and then winning the Grammy knowing that, like, you know, this is true, like, this legally and in terms of, like, the process of making it in all aspects, it is mine. This is my album and this is my award for that. I would cry.
Yeah. This is her resurgence era. Like, this is her bad bitch era.
Yeah, she's I
mean,
exactly.
She's always been a bad bitch, but, you know, like, she owns it now, like, legally.
Like, the world's finally seeing it. Now she's legally.
Yep.
Legally a baddie. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So finally we have Dynamite. I will yell at the Grammys after I talk good things about this performance, because there are a lot of good things about this performance. Okay, first of all, they built the entire Grammy set in Seoul.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What?
What? They have the funds.
They have a huge budget. Holy cow. Like, they just reconstructed the entire Grammy set over, like... And then on top of that, so someone on Twitter also mentioned that, you know how they were on, like, the rooftop at the very end?
Mm.
That was 1,000-some feet in the air. What? literally in the sky. Like, they were 1,000 feet in the air performing that.
That's insane. Like,
I would be shaking in terror if I had to do that.
Like, the air's a little cold up here.
A little.
Man.
Yeah, so that's one thing, too. Their vocals are, like, their voices are so... Can you imagine singing after walking up a flight of stairs?
Yeah, they were walking up the stairs, and I was like...
Girl, I walk up a flight of stairs, and I'm, like, wheezing, and they're over here, like, and I'm like,
no.
Do you need to breathe? Like, do you...
Okay, kings.
They're so talented. God, everything about that performance was fantastic.
Yeah. They were great. I mean, there's, like... I guess there's nothing much to say in terms of... Because there wasn't much going on, right? Because they've done it so many times, and, like, they're just seasoned performers, so it's like, you know what you're gonna get, and it's gonna be good. But, you know it's not good.
The Grammys baiting us for hours.
Yeah,
saying that
3
they're
hours.
gonna perform soon. They're gonna perform soon. They're gonna perform soon. And then stacking all of their ads. Like, those 20 minutes before the performance was straight ads. Just so they can get as much revenue as they can from the influx of viewers tuning in only for BTS's performance, and then delaying it as much as they humanly can before they finally give us the performance. And then you know how other... Sorry, I'm like...
Oh, no. No, I mean, I agree
like
with you.
yelling at the camera. Anyways, you know how a lot of the other artists got like little introductory videos for themselves where they can like introduce their song, introduce their process? They didn't get any of that. They were the centerpiece of all of the promo and all of the advertisements. It was like, hey, BTS is going to perform. Hey, BTS is going to perform at the Grammys this day, this time. And they didn't get any screen time other than their performance. They didn't get any introductory films. They literally, like, it was just so... They didn't even win the category they were nominated for. Okay, we'll get to that in a little bit. Don't get me wrong. I love Rain On Me. Rain On Me definitely deserved it too. It's just... They were so blatantly used by the Grammys and the Recording Academies. And I don't know, if you haven't watched our second episode, or there's another one where we, like, talk about the music industry and how award shows like these exclude people of color... It's just so obvious that they were used only for their influence and only for the promotion. And then for the actual awards, they're subject to the same xenophobia, the same exclusiveness that every other artist that is a person of color experiences with these award shows. And it's just disheartening because, okay, so one of the members mentioned, like, after they got the results to the Grammy, they were like, okay, we'll just work harder next year. It's no biggie. But they literally are the hardest working people. Like, arguably, they are the hardest working people in this industry. I don't know any artist that works anywhere near as hard as they do in terms of their craft, in terms of, like, mastering all of these skills, like dancing, vocals. They have a huge online presence. They're just constantly doing so much. So I don't know, if anyone deserves a Grammy, it's them. They put in so much, and to think that they have to work harder when there are artists that don't even work half as hard but still get recognition from award shows like this, it makes me sad. It makes me really sad, because they deserved it. But anyways.
No, yeah, facts. Like,
yeah.
Because I was thinking about, like, Dynamite isn't my favorite song by them. I don't mean to say it's a bad song, because I'm a pretty casual fan. But, like, if... I'm not gonna, like, compare these two groups, because, obviously, but their circumstances were kind of similar. Like, with Lil Nas X's Old Town Road, which is great. I unironically love Old Town Road. And Lil Nas X. I love Lil Nas X. He's so funny. But he made it to the Grammys because of virality, right? And because he was able to find a niche and kind of went for it and was able to, like, reel it in. And so he got success from that. And I think he did deserve the awards he got because, yeah, whether or not you like this song,
you can't deny its impact.
The fan base that it created and the views it generated, right, means that there's at least some merit to it. So whether or not you like BTS, that's not really a question here. It's more so that, like, they were able to get this huge amount of growth in a short amount of time. In some of it's not really like Lil Nas X because they already had a fan base, but, like, the fact that they got so much attention, and that, like what you said,
Dynamite was massive globally.
They had so many skills too, and even like in Korea, I watch a lot of interviews with like Korean hip hop artists. They're not even in the same genre, but they're like, hey, it's so cool that we get to be represented on a world album chart, like Billboard, right? And another thing that I guess I wanted to say is like that foreign songs are always treated like a gimmick. Like, I was thinking about Gangnam Style. Like, yeah, I think Gangnam Style was a silly song. Like, it was silly, you know, we can kind of admit that. The music video was funny. And as like a 10-year-old kid, you're like, okay, this is funny, I'm going to share it with my friends. And like the whole country kind of treated it as this like, oh, like this joke, right? Like, but and it was kind of a silly song with a silly dance. But Psy himself was like an actual artist, right? Who actually has some serious music. That is a little funny, but like it was gone right away after that. It was a trend. It was like whatever. Despacito was a few years ago. That was treated like a gimmick.
Bollywood too. For Slumdog Millionaire, J-Ho was also an award-winning song, or it was an award-winning movie, I think.
Yeah, it was
for Oscars. But for the same idea, where it was like, oh, we're having a little wave of like Indian pop culture. Now go home, goodbye. You got your award. Don't stay here. It's just like they're always trying to push these foreign acts out, and if they do come forward and make a lot of progress, then just because these award shows and the US is so exclusive, they're treated like a trend. And I think what happened is that now they're feeling threatened because people are finally starting to realize that like BTS isn't a trend. They had back-to-back hits. They're only getting bigger in the US and they're not going away.
Like they've been around too, like even with K-pop. I think there were people like Wonder Girls and Big Bang at one point that were super famous in the States for like those reasons. But like BTS has been around. Like it's not a question, like they've been around. And again, like yeah, what you said, I think Rain on Me was really good. I like Lady Gaga's music and I think she did a great job, but it's like just I don't know, like don't use, they're just it was so blatantly obvious that they were just used for runtime. And I think a point that I made, I'm saying a point like I made a point, but I mean something I thought about was like that the way that, because I was also looking forward to BTS, the performance I was looking forward to that night was Silk Sonic personally. But like the way that they kept padding it out made the other performances seem less exciting.
You mentioned
because
that,
they were hyping it up so much to be this really big thing, but it kind of undermined the whole reason why all these other artists were there who also deserved certain awards like we've been talking about. So it's like, I mean, I hope that people who did tune in for BTS got to watch some cool people and got to see some new music too. But it's kind of shitty, like just let them perform in the middle or promote them right before they perform, not like during the whole, like you have to highlight everyone else too.
It made me mad too, because you made a good point where it's like it also undermines the efforts of the other, like the artists that came before them that were kind of just like opening acts almost for BTS. They were treated as such. They obviously weren't, but that's the thing. It's like it undermined the effort all of these other artists put into their performance as well, because now the Grammys is just making us mad that BTS isn't there yet and that, you know, they're just like delaying it as much as possible. So now rather than, as you said, enjoying the performances that led up or that like came before BTS, I'm sitting here like, where are they? Like, why are you keeping us waiting like this? So I don't know. Grammys was real musty for that, because it not only was unfair to BTS, especially since they didn't even get the category they were nominated for, it's also unfair to the artists that went before them, because now everyone's watching only in anticipation for BTS rather than like to enjoy all these other cool people's performances as well. And then you also brought up a good thing. I don't know if you brought it up or like if this is kind of a tangent that I thought of, but the numbers, right? Like for Dynamite, again, with not winning the best pop duo, I forgot what the category name was, but anyways, you can't deny the impact of that song. Like, dude, my parents don't usually listen to them, and they like Dynamite. just for comparison, like, K-pop was never a thing in India, but it's having this sudden, like, giant moment in India where, like, even my cousins know Dynamite and they're becoming fans of BTS, and like this song was globally massive, just because it wasn't, I mean, it was massive in the US as well, that's not even like an argument, but just because I don't even know how to phrase this, because it's just like, it was huge. Dynamite was massive, and the US's like exclusive mindset is just not fair, because like if you, okay, so again, Billboard introduced these two new charts, right, where it's like global 200 and then also like top 100 or like top 10, excluding the US. Dynamite is still charting in the top 10 for all the countries outside of the US.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's not here does not mean it's not worthy of a Grammy, and that's the thing, like the Grammys are so exclusive to the United States that it is impossible for any global artist to like make their way in, because like the US isn't the entire music industry, and it sucks that these award shows still think that.
Yeah, like you can't deny the facts. You can't deny the numbers, at least.
Yeah.
Like, y'all just pissed off, like, so many. Even, I think I saw, like, a post that was like, yeah, this is, like, the one thing that international fans and Korean fans can agree on. Because everyone was so mad.
Yeah.
Like,
anyways,
this is, like, also just my last grievance with the Grammys. Considering that in the past year, I'm really glad that I've learned a lot about visual things that trigger people, as well as, like, audible things that trigger people. I was sitting in like my living room at night. It was pretty dark, and yeah, like there were some short intro films that introduced some of the artists before they performed. There were so many flashing lights. Like there were so many. I felt like I was getting a headache at some point from some of, just because I guess because I was also watching in the dark. I guess it might be mitigated if you're like watching in a well lit room. But they didn't really have any warnings for that. I thought it was just kind of, considering all the dialogues that have been started about it, I just thought that was kind of stupid. Like, if I, who is an ably seeing person, felt it was distracting and my head hurt a little bit, then I can't imagine maybe what that risk could have been for someone who is seizure prone or is just triggered by that. So, anyway. And also not them promoting Paramount Plus every 5 minutes. Like, shut up. I am pirating the iCarly reboot.
I'm gonna use Paramount Plus.
I am pirating the iCarly reboot. You heard it here first.
No, literally. But serves them right. They got only 8.8 million views, which is a historic low. So.
Anyways. Okay.
Hopefully they fix their situation Oh, wait, did you see that speech in the middle where it's like, we know not everyone's gonna be happy with the results, but we're trying our best. And we were like...
Okay.
Okay, stop being racist. Stop being greedy.
Bye. Okay. Get rid of the
Please.
best foreign album
laughed
category.
At that little intermission.
Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, and then again, just to like touch, sorry, we're like really short on time, aren't we? Anyways, just to touch on like something we mentioned in previous episodes, do not appreciate how those how categories are still like, so best rap, best R&B, best global, again, kind of touching on our earlier point, are all just attempts to push people of color into the like smaller categories and kind of gatekeep them from the main ones. I think it's getting a little bit better this year now that more people of color are winning in like the main categories. Mm-hmm. But y'all are still gatekeeping awards. Stop.
Like, y'all were like, okay, we will include POCs in this year's list of winners, but you don't even televise best rap, you don't televise best R&B, and there was a BTS snub, a Rhea Sawayama snub, or The Weeknd, like, just straight up was snubbed, and it's like, okay, what more, like, just quit, like, can we just have a democratic Grammy committee? Okay, literally, I know that's like...
Yeah, that's another thing I don't understand. So, I'm not going to go into too much depth, but the Recording Academy, let's just say, is a very specific demographic. When I showed a photo of the Recording Academy to one of my friends, She said, "This looks like Wall Street." That should tell you all you need to. And you mean to tell me these are the people in charge of deciding best rap, best R&B,
Bro.
best. You're telling me Wall Street is in charge of best rap, best R&B, global music? Like, no, that's not how. God, the Recording Academy is not and never will be representative of the entire music industry. Let's make this democratic.
The Kids' Choice Awards be like.
Kids' Choice Awards, there we go. The 1-2 true critics. Kids.
And People's Choice too is vote, right?
Yeah. So is AMAs.
Yeah. So those are, well, maybe they still have some racist undertones, I don't know, but at least it's democratic to some degree.
The people can decide.
But okay. Well,
now that we've aired our grievances, I still want that Grammy in 7 years. Hopefully the Recording Academy is more diverse by then. But
crossing fingers. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm at 57.
Wait. If we're manifesting, it's gonna be in one of the main categories.
It'll just be. Hopefully, by the time the Grammys occur in 7 years, there will just be one giant free-for-all category where we have elections. Yeah. It's a tournament bracket. And then everyone gets an award at the end, but the biggest trophy goes to the winner who's at the end of the tournament bracket.
It's not a bad idea, actually.
No, that would be a bad idea. I'm sorry. I watched an anime with a tournament arc recently, so I watched an anime with a tournament. They had like a tournament storyline,
yeah.
So that was my first thought. Okay.
All right. Cool. Well, now that we've actually aired all of our grievances and I've manifested
winning a Grammy.
We're at like an hour, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Do we want to do deep questions or?
I don't know. I mean, it's.
I don't think so.
Yeah, whatever.
Right? Because like, it's been an hour. How much are we gonna keep people waiting?
True. Okay.
We could do a single deep question.
One single deep.
One.
I feel like it would still go over an hour though.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
What is the object directly in front of you? Don't elaborate.
Computer.
Laptop.
Wow.
Mind blowing.
Shallow
questions.
All right,
that was our shallow question.
Thanks, guys.
All right, what has started in quarantine has now come to a non-temporary end. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed our commentary. Be sure to follow us on our socials. On Instagram, it's at Armbridge Podcast. On Twitter, it's at Armbridge Pod.
Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I don't think we say that often.
Yeah, we don't say
please
that.
subscribe
to our YouTube channel. Leave a review if you're on Apple Podcasts. 5 stars only. Yeah, that's it. Okay. See ya.
Bye.